Happy Sunday, guys, and welcome to Accurate Opinions with Hope and Dwayne. We're so excited today. It's Mother's Day, and we have the ladies who birthed us and brought us in this world some 40 plus years ago. Welcome, Miss Mary Jeffcoat and Miss Parlena Young. Dwayne, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing today?
Just fine.
Bless.
Mama, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Miss Pearl, how are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Good to have you guys here. As we say, it's our Mother's Day segment. We want you guys to relax. We're just thankful for the two of you. You know, Dwayne's mom, of course, you guys figured that out. My mom, everybody's starting to look like each other. So, hey, we know that. So, anyway, Miss Pearl, we're going to start with you.
Oh, why?
Just because. She said, why?
It's okay.
Miss Pearl?
Yes,
Your baby boy. Your only boy.
that's my boy.
That's your boy. Dwayne?
Yes, ma'am.
Your work of art.
Yes, I am.
Miss Mary?
Yes.
She's a work of art too. She works.
Yes, I am.
No, he calling me a work of art.
Oh,
Well, so we're talking about mothers. First of all, we're grateful. I know I am definitely grateful. I'm sure Dwayne mirror the sentiments and will say so when he speaks. But, Mom, what is it like raising Hope?
Oh my, it's been a pleasure raising Hope. She's always been a good child, and she's always there for me, and she's like a friend, a confidant, and everything. And I mean, she just don't let me want for anything. She's there to do what it is that I need for her to do for me, and it has been a pleasure
Good.
raising Hope.
What is it like raising a son? I know I do have a brother, you guys. A lot of people think I'm the only kid, but I'm not. I do have an older brother. Tell them about your older child.
It's a challenge raising Mo. Really, Kelvin and Hope are different. They got totally two different personalities, you know, and I have to deal with both of them. But the Lord has blessed me to be able to do that. And I think they both know that I love them really, really well. And so it's been a challenge, but it's good. You know, it's good.
Good.
I think you prepped her before she got here.
I promise you, we did not.
Yes.
Listen.
You told me you prepped her when you were riding down the road.
Actually, there was a guy in front of us coming down the road. He was an old man, Dwayne. Everybody was passing him on the straight line, and he had the red light. And Mama said, "Bless his heart." And that was like the whole conversation. Till we got
Right.
here.
You were prepping her.
Right. Let's see how you prep, Miss Pearl. How was it like raising the only boy of? Yeah. How was it? Tell the truth, Miss Pearl.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. Because he had a little part-time job, and he worked, and he brought his money home and gave it to me. He said, "Here, Ma, this yours, and I'm going to take this, and you keep this for me, but if you need it, you go ahead and spend it." I said, okay.
How nice.
He said, "When I get grown, I'm going to buy you a house." That's what he said.
Oh,
That's my boy.
oh, that's so sweet.
And I didn't even prep her.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sure.
So, Dwayne, you agree with everything your mom said about
I
you?
totally agree with everything that my mother has said to you at this time, Your Honor.
So, you still think you're a good person?
Of course I am.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Pistol.
Oh, I'm always cocked.
Yeah, actually, Miss Pearl, your son is really a good guy. I mean, I've been knowing Dwayne for some time, and I'm telling you, talking about funny. Listen, when Dwayne and I didn't hang out as much, he would ride down here, and a shingle be blown off my house, and he'd text me and say, "You need to handle that. You got a shingle. Next thing you know, you're gonna have leaks." And I was like, "Thanks. You know, who do I need to call or whatever?" And actually, he never did give me a number to call, but thankfully, my old good old neighbor Charlie came down. He said, "I'm gonna send somebody down here to fix that roof for you." Dwayne didn't come through. No, I'm joking, but he always looked out for me, and I appreciate it. When I didn't have cable, he gave me my first DVD player. It's still out there in the garage.
Oh, my God.
I still have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, you know, there's a song out there by a lady named Lucia Pope and the Pearly Gates, and the song says, that's a quartet group, and the song said, "A good mother is hard to find."
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, of course, nobody's out there looking for moms, but, you know, when you have a good mother, and I'm sure, I mean, I don't know what it's like to not have a good mom, but, you know, I've heard some people be like, "Man, whatever about their moms." I mean, I don't even want to speak it, you know, but I couldn't even envision having that problem. And from what I've heard Dwayne say about his mom, and what we both kind of like, we know we have good moms. We know we can call on you guys when we need you. And that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like the other week we rode up Miss Pearl's house, and I do the same thing. You know, he knocked one time. After that, I'm using this key. You know, my mom often jump on me sometimes talking about, Lord, people just be breaking and entering. So we coming to see about y'all. We coming to see about y'all. So I don't think my mom's gonna get mad at me, you guys, but my mom just celebrated her, can I say it? 76th birthday.
Praise God.
March 17th. And she and
Amen.
Dwayne share birthdays. And
That's
Miss
right.
Pearl, you okay about talking about doing yours?
Oh, sure.
Okay, you're coming up on your 70th, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, in
Thank
August.
the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a blessing. And you guys, they look great. That's not to say they don't have any challenges. We all are going to have challenges, but thank the Lord, you know, we can get y'all all dolled up and take y'all places and do things with you all. So that's a blessing. So, Dwayne, we're going to let you talk a little bit about
No,
your
I'm good.
mama.
I'm good. You know, I'm happy they're here because I can feel the air in this room.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You guys brought us some cool air. Usually it's hot in here. We be sweating.
it is.
Yeah.
Your mom said it was cold in here earlier. I was like, it'll probably be a little warmer when we get in the podcast room.
Oh yeah. So
So?
awesome.
Y'all bless us with some wisdom. My mama looking like, don't you call on me.
Wisdom.
Yeah, tell us something good. Don't embarrass us, but tell us something good. Some little tips we can live by. I mean, it's all about the others. I don't want to take over.
Tips as in
Just life, just in general.
just gotta always love people, treat
Right.
them right, you know, and what you put out there is gonna come back to you. So let it always be something good that you put out there.
Right. Good stuff. Miss P, you got something to add to that?
Nah, she said it all.
What do you think about these young mothers, you know, that's coming up nowadays? Because, you know, my son, his wife's getting ready to have a baby, so that's interesting.
They're different. But
Yes.
they're different.
Yes.
but you know, but there are some that knows what they do. They know how to take care of children, and hopefully, you know, she's one of the ones. But you know, they are different. You know, different times bring on different things.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And thankfully, you know, your son has you. You know, and he has his grandmother. You know,
So we can drop the baby off at grandma.
there you go.
That's what everybody else do.
But Miss P, you do so well because that little baby, K-Lou baby, she was like turning around looking at me like, Hoppo, who this woman? You know? And I wanted to hold her so bad, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna make her cry. But you can tell you guys have that, you know, it starts early. You know, I mean, I can't really remember when I was 1 or 2. I went through a couple of things and I got like 6, 7, 8 years old. And I remember those close times. But, you know, I mean, I could only imagine I probably was close to my mom or always around my mom. I remember when I was younger and I used to ask my mom, can I go to town with you? And she said, no, y'all staying home with grandmama. Be like, man. And then my brother would go play and she'd say, go get in the back of the car and hide. So I would go get in the back of the car and I would hide till my brother go around the corner or wherever. And I ended up going to town with them. But, you know, it's natural for mom to send that boy out in the field and play, you know, but that little girl, you know, you don't too much leave them.
Right.
You know, grandmother was fine, but, you know, since I wanted to go, guess it was like, okay, we're going to take Hope with us this time.
You were
know,
spoiled.
Dwayne, we're not about to have that conversation.
You were spoiled.
You didn't know me then.
Okay.
She was outgoing.
Outgoing, is that what you guys calling it these days?
She wanted to be a part of everything. She always wanted, even when she was sick, she didn't stop. She kept going, and it's been a blessing.
Look at her.
She's been a blessing, yeah.
Yeah.
You know she's
the
a
Lord,
big-
Lord has really blessed us, blessed my family, you know, because we went through a lot during the time that she was sick. But hey, we hung in there, and God brought us through.
Yeah.
That's what He always does.
Oh, yeah.
About to look at year 47 next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when they told my mom, do you remember when they told her, they was like, if she make it, if she make it out of her teen years, she might be okay. But it's going to be touch and go because I had a rare occurrence titled arterial venous malformation. And when I was born with it. So as I grew, the blood vessels started tightening. So they figured as I got older, it was going to continue. So it was like if she make it through the teen years and your body stopped growing, she's probably going to be all right. But if the body continues to grow, it's going to continue to cut the blood off to the brain, to supply blood to the brain. Hence, I would have been out of here. But he saw fit to let me live. Nah.
Go ahead. Sing that.
They don't.
God is good.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
oh,
he is.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sing that.
It wasn't a song. I was just, that's all right, Miss Pearl. You better let him use you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let Miss Pearl fool you guys. She's not always quiet like this either. don't know why she's not talking today.
Well, it's their first time. You got to address. Give her some things to talk
Okay.
about because my mom is nervous as well.
I can
Yeah.
see they keep hitting our table. They make it hard for me. It's all good.
But it's all right now. If I can get cranked up, I will go.
Oh,
Okay.
sound like about
Yeah,
the invite, Dwayne.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. My thing is, what we've come through and what the Lord has brought us through, and so I'm just happy about it.
Right.
Yeah, happy about the Lord bringing our family through tough times and stuff. It's all about the Lord with me, really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can't. Yeah, I know with everybody, but I can't say too much about anything unless I mention His name.
Right. And start crying.
I ain't gonna cry. I do cry. Now there's certain things this certain story I can't tell right now, but
Oh, we know. That's why we don't have our documentary done, right, Dwayne?
Yeah, we still waiting on it. We working on it.
Miss Pearl, we're doing a documentary on my when I was a child and I got sick, and the doctors had told my parents, just giving you a little background so you understand. So the doctors had told my parents pretty much that nobody in South Carolina could help me. And it's 1981. I'm 7 years old, so I think it's like 81, 82. And internet wasn't in place at that time. Luckily, one of my pediatricians sent me to Dr. Clark, right, Mama? Or somebody between there. But anyway, he knew somebody in New York. And that guy said, I've never done that surgery, but I can do a surgery. I mean, I'll give it a try pretty much. And when they got there, he said, if you don't do it, she's going to die. If you do it, it is basically her chances are better. I haven't seen that guy. His name was Joss Mickelson. I haven't seen that guy since I left New York in 81. I found him online, I think around about 2009, 2012. Well, we set it up just like we're doing now for us to do a teleconference, a Zoom meeting together. And we talked about all of that and we rehashed. That's my first time seeing him, and he's 85 years old now. Wow. Yeah. And that surgery was done in 81, 82. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was 82.
it was the end of '82, kind of.
Okay,
Yeah.
end of 82.
Kind of like November.
Okay, yeah, when the surgery was done. So what we were trying to do, we're trying to bridge that all together to make a documentary. So my mom knows most of it because I was a child. I know what happened afterwards. So she's writing it down, and we were like, hey, come on, we want to get this together. And she was like, listen, I got to relive it all, And I can only imagine, because I know when I got on that Zoom call with him, I was bawling. I was just straight crying. So I can understand it. And if I talk about it too much, I cry now. And Dwayne will sit there and look at me and be like, you okay? Like he did the other day.
You did a good job.
Yeah. Make Miss Pearl talk, son.
She's being quiet, ain't it?
Yeah.
Why you so quiet today, Ma?
I ain't quiet. You ain't ask me nothing. You want me to go out on my own?
You
I do it, Miss Pearl.
just get on up on the mic and just make it do what it do.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the time that you had bought this car, your first car,
Oh, God.
your very first car. And
God.
he was, when they used to build these speakers to go in the back of the car.
Yeah.
His car would stop running all of a sudden. So he took the speaker out, put it in his bedroom, took the battery out of his car, put it in the bedroom. And he had the walls and everything booming. He had the whole house shaking.
Booming, yeah.
You remember that, Dwayne?
Oh, yeah, I love my stereos now.
Well, let me tell you about Hope and what she did when she was 15. Well, no, she was actually 14. She wasn't 15 yet.
Oh.
But like I said, she always was outgoing and wanted to do things for herself and wanted to do. But the first thing they did was got me a cell phone for my car, and I declare I was not going to put a cell phone in my car, and they weren't either. And they didn't have a car at that time. And so, but anyway, they went and got a cell phone. And so I said, Hope you're not going to put one of those things in my car. I said, I'm not going to try to drive and talk on the cell phone. But she went and got me one. I drive up and down the road to work, and she wanted me to have one. I got that cell phone. But anyway, she went out that one day and got her a job. She was 14. And back then, you have to have a Social Security card.
They had to have a work permit, first of all.
work permit.
And I told them I had a work permit.
Yes, she told them she had a work permit. So they hired her, gave her the job, and I think they put on that night shift. I think we had to pick her up something like 11:30 or 10:30 at night at McDonald's. And so she worked with that work permit as long as she could. But when they asked for the Social Security card, she had to produce it, and she didn't have one because she wasn't old enough to get one at that time. So what did she have to do? She quit. But she didn't stop. After she got old enough, she went out and got her job. She's always been an active person, always wanted to do things for herself. She paid her own telephone bill when she made long distance calls, as opposed to my son but she was just that type of person.
And living down here in the country, it was a long distance call from even here, where this is considered like a Gaston number. My parents lived like 8 miles that way. It was a long distance calls from there to, my parents called from her house to my house. It was long distance back then. And then they came up with this Area Plus thing, where you can call pretty much anywhere in like Columbia, Lexington, St. Matthews. So but before we got Area Plus, that's when I was working at Bilo. And my cousin Keita lived over there near you off of Fairfield Road. And she used to call me on Tuesdays. I would call her on Thursdays. But when that phone bill came, I would get a highlighter and I would highlight it. And I would add it all up. And it'd be like $13. And I get my little paycheck and I put it in there. And my dad would always give me the $13 back. And I'd be like, man, I'm trying to pay my bills. Oh, save you a little money. You're going to need it for gas. But even to this day, when a bill comes, that's the first thing I do. I take care of it, and you hear people talking about it now, about how we practice stuff and, it help us when we get older. It was just in me then. I wanted to pay my bills. I wanted to be independent because that's who I am. And then when I was coming up, everybody kind of like babied me because of what I went through, and my mom used to be scared. But when the kids played volleyball, I was trying to play volleyball and I had to wear a halo, Miss P. So I had screws in my head here, and this big old thing to come all the way down here. And my mom would be like, hop, hop. I'm taking off running behind the kids. I was doing everything they were doing. And her nerves sitting there bad. She didn't want me to ride a bike. She didn't want me doing nothing.
But the kids protected her, though. And Kelvin, he'd be out there and Mama, you could get home. But, but they protected her. They played with her and they knew that she had sick, and they protected her. And it was a good thing.
Oh, look at her.
It was a good thing.
Wayne, you ain't talking.
I usually just sit here and try to monitor the sound and make sure everybody's not peeking, all that good stuff, and not hitting on the table. And but you guys are doing really good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, because we're carrying on a conversation because you're not being a part. Thank God I got the ladies here with me. We are bad.
Oh, God. No, you in your little moment now, huh?
Ah.
I got a little help.
It wasn't like that 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And you talking about spoiled. Now, everybody think Hope is spoiled, but Kelvin is spoiled. My son. My son is spoiled.
Y'all keep talking about Kelvin. I ain't going to be able to put this out.
Exactly.
Kelvin be knocking on my door. Hey, partner, take it down.
Right. But my family used to say, oh, you're so spoiled. You're so spoiled. I said, keep looking. Keep looking. I don't play that.
He's a good boy.
He is. He's a good brother. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't play that. I mean, I'm very independent. Now, I don't mind if I need my parents, they're there. But if I go to them and say I need them, I have exhausted all options. I think they're, I just don't do it. And, especially, and it has to be a need. The cable can go off, but my lights, I'm going to need my lights.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's just my heart. And it's the same, but when it comes to helping people, don't call me about no cable bill. Now your water, I might run my spigot across there for a couple of weeks and then get you turned back on just to teach you a lesson.
Let me see a water hose going all the way down the road.
Listen, Mom, let me ask you a question. When we were younger, pine trees, what did we call? Didn't we used to call pine cones cockaburros?
Yeah.
Okay, I said that. You've heard that before? Mm-hmm. I was up to Dwayne's house Saturday. He called me. He was like, hey, come help me pick up these pine cones. I was like, okay. So when I was down there picking them up, I was like, man, when I was young, we called these cockaburros. Cockaburro. Dwayne can get bougie. Dwayne got a little DC in him. Yeah.
But we knew they were pine cones.
Mm-hmm. But I knew they were pine cones. But, he'd be like, yo, Swansea talking. Happy Town coming from. Everything is cockaburros.
That's what it was.
Right.
They were cockaburros.
Really? Thank you. Yeah, he did that to me about something else a couple of weeks ago. We were in Lowe's, and he said,
"Oh, you gonna go there?
Oh, now you want to talk?
You gonna go there?
You want to talk?
Go there.
Okay, Miss Pearl. So we was in Lowe's, and we were walking, and he's like, "I'm looking for a caster. Do you know what a caster is?
No.
Do you know what a caster is? Okay." And I didn't say nothing. And he said, you know what I'm talking about? I said, Dwayne, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what a caster is. You don't know what a caster is? And he said it kind of loud. I was like, I'm about to get him when we get in this truck. So when he found it, he said, this is a caster. I said, oh, that looked like a wheel to me. No, it's a caster. So caster is really like if you're sitting at a work desk with wheels on the bottom, that wheel is a caster. We call it a wheel.
A wheel?
like like the chair Kevin sits on at the computer, it
Yeah.
rolls.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That wheel on that chair is
It's a
called
caster. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
It's a wheel. And
That's
he was
a
like,
wheel.
everybody know what a caster is. So you know me, I got on the phone and started taking a poll, Miss Pearl. Nobody knew what a caster was. Not even Devin.
Candy know what a caster is.
Have it right.
That's a wheel.
Candy say, I know what a caster is.
Yeah. Candy is Team Dwayne too. Remember what she said? She's
All
on the
right.
contract.
She's on the contract.
Candy. Keita?
No, Candy he don't know Keita by Candy.
Okay.
Candy is Devin's mom.
Okay.
Yeah. So she know what a caster is. But yeah, we had a vote going on too. And I was like, she gonna reach out to me and say, how do I do so and so? And I was like, you vote for me? She was like, I can't. I'm gonna have to vote for Dwayne. We'll get Dwayne to show you.
That ain't funny.
It is.
Killing me.
Hey, well, you can talk.
Y'all doing a good job.
You scared to talk, son?
Oh no, I'm not afraid. I'm just enjoying my Stella Artois.
Well, I want you to say something too.
I am. Talking as loud as I can. How do I sound? Do I sound?
You sound good, Mike,
Yeah.
too.
Thank you. It's Mike too.
Yes.
Bet you ain't saying nothing.
Uh-oh, Mama about to call you out. Turn 1 and 3 off. We about to sit back and enjoy this show.
Y'all having too much fun. It's all good.
Well, one thing before we close, this is one of those different years where Mother's Day has its own day because I was born on Mother's Day.
Exactly.
Yep. So this year, my birthday did not fall on Mother's Day, but even when it does, as long as the Lord give me breath in my body, I'm gonna always honor my mom. So that's good. So before we leave,
okay, I'd just like to say Happy Mother's Day to Miss
Same to
Paulina,
you.
to Miss Edie, and to all the wonderful, beautiful mothers out there. I would like to say to you all, Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
so that's from me and Dwayne to
Oh.
you all. I hope y'all can keep them alive because if they stay here, they will truly die.
And I admire these little plants when I walked in, but I didn't realize it was for us.
I told them, I had them sitting over there. I said, but I could see my mama tell me, oh, these are cute. So I said, hey, let's put them here so we can give them to them. I said, but my mama gonna notice them as soon. She didn't even look down at the cords I was warning her about. Oh, those are some pretty plants. What are them for? I look at Dwayne like, told you.
Thank y'all for the plants. They're
Yes.
nice.
All right, now I'm gonna be stopping by checking on them babies.
Oh yeah, do
You know, I
that.
love live plants.
So y'all got to name them both Callie.
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 Or the
Okay.
Callie Lily.
Enjoy life.
Dwayne, you gonna shut us down?
You go ahead. You got it. You're doing a good job.
But you ain't said nothing yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm still talking. I'm just listening to everybody else and being entertained.
Well,
I never talk much, do I?
you don't.
No.
No.
I think it's better if I just stay behind the camera.
So I'm gonna do something real quick. And if it's not right, be sure to edit it out.
I will.
Okay.
Young lady.
I'm thinking of the words before I do it.
Oh my God. She never prepared her segment, guys. Because she won't put the teleprompter up there.
She can do it though.
Oh, she can do it.
I can't do it. I just ran the words through my head and I don't know it.
Oh,
But I was actually about to sing a part of that song of A Good Mother Is Hard to Find. I can't think of the words of it though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's all.
Alexis used to sing me a song every year for Mother's Day. The one who sang it.
not Shirley, is it?
I think it's Candace Staten.
Candace State.
Is it Mama?
Sounds like
I
Shirley.
know she does have one. Is it I Remember Mama? No. I know what it is. It says something about Mama, I want you to know I love you.
Yeah.
That's Candace State.
Please forgive me for all the times I broke your heart. All the tears you cried for me brought me closer to being free. It's called Thought You Like to Know.
Yeah.
And I
Good
want to
one.
thank you. And I thought you'd like to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
You got your little segment in there.
Yeah.
All right, again to my mother and Miss Pearline. We thank you so much. Dwayne, you good? All hearts, mind clear?
Awesome. That's clear.
All right. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us today on our Mother's Day edition. We truly appreciate your support. Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also check out our website at alwaysaccuratemediagroup.com. And you can check out our photos, videos, and our smart home offerings. And while you're there, if you're so led to do so, there's an option to donate. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email us at the email address below. You guys take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.